Welcome everybody, and today we are going to do a flight in the Cessna Grand Caravan, and we are starting at night, very early morning. It's something like 6 a.m. so it's kind of cool to get to enjoy a bit of nighttime, and then the sun is going to set, and I'm sure it's going to be very scenic. So excited to see that. Kind of wanted to open that hatch here. See if I can. Yes. All right. So this is the inertial separator right here. This, and I wanted to kind of see if you can see the trap door, but you cannot, or it is open right now, perhaps. But yeah, the details is pretty good. All right, let's close it. And I think we are now ready to go inside. We removed all the wheel chocks and the pilot tube covers and such. Let's jump
Hello,
right
Captain.
in.
It's a real pleasure to be flying together.
Likewise. Okay, let me set up my my knee board here. I have a yeah, that's it. The Cessna C208 checklist here. It's going to be quite useful. And without further ado, let's begin the checkup. So, pre-flight inspection is complete. Yes, I wanted to make sure that I get the mission steps open here. There we go. Parking brake is set already. The switches are all off. Let's make sure that the switches are all off. It's looking good. Wow, that flashlight is very bright. I can't even read the. I can barely read the markings. Would have to do with. Okay, ignition switch should be norm. It is. No, actually, this is norm. All right. Fuel tank selector both on. Yes, both on. Bleed air heat switch off. Bleed air off. Okay. Power level idle. That was not idle. And I'm gonna the prop RPM max full forward. I saw a information online about the fact that you could start in feather, except if you have a right crosswind, and the reason is because then the exhaust blows hot air on the fuselage and might melt it. I am not sure what kind of wind we have right now, so I'm just gonna put it in full as it is recommended here. And I doubt this is simulated anyway, but it's just I thought it was some interesting tidbit of information. Okay, so we have the prop, we have the fuel condition lever cutoff, we have the fuel shut-off knob on, it's pushed in. The cabin air should be pushed in as well. And now we're gonna turn on the battery switch. Let's see, battery on. There we go. Wicks flaps handle up. Yeah, it is up. And no smoke seatbelt switches as required. Well, we don't have any passengers, so we won't worry about that. Okay. So battery switch on, it's already on. Beacon. Beacon, okay, beacon is on. Beacon light switch, avionic number 1 switch. So let's turn that on. There we go. Let's check that everything is in the green. So we have some red X's that are probably going to disappear soon. There we go. It's just the compass one. Okay, bus volts. We need at least 24 volts and we have 25 volts, so we are good. Propeller area should be clear. Fuel boost should be on. Fuel boost on. There we go. Starter switch on start. Boom, boom. And that's gonna start the there we go, that will start the propeller turning, and then we're gonna wait for the NG to rise up to at least 12%. There it is, 12%. And now we can set the
sensitive cargo containers are designed to withstand turbulence,
fuel condition level to low idle.
And adjust accordingly. A timely and secure delivery will ensure that
Alright,
everyone is
now
satisfied.
the starter switch should be off. Starter. Yeah, and it turned off automatically, as expected. EIS everything should be normal. Indeed, everything is normal. And generator check load. Okay. My generator is on. Okay. Fuel boost switch on. Well, that was already on, so I don't see why. Avionics number 2 on. Alright. Okay. And nav lights on. So yeah, we're gonna need the nav lights for sure since it's nighttime. And then the strobe, I guess we'll put it when we're about to take off. And we're gonna put the taxi light as well. No, that's the landing light. Taxi light. There we go. All right. Checking that I'm a little bit higher in the cockpit, but not too much. There we go. So we are ready to go. So let's announce taxi.
Lima Echo, Lima Bravo traffic. Cessna Foxtrot Golf November Papa Echo
Small airport,
is
so
taxiing to runway 17. Lima Echo, Lima
no
Bravo
tower.
traffic.
All right, and we are ready to go. So we are going to release the. And this, I'm seeing that this checklist here is missing things about things like the inertial separator. But this is a there we go. It did not release when I first pressed the button. Now it did release the parking brake. Yeah, so the inertial separator, in case there was dust in the air or whatever, it's a good idea to turn it on. At least when starting the engine. Perhaps not when rolling, but this is not present in this checklist here. Let's not run into that truck. And this is the whole short right here. Okay. There we go. Let's announce the taxi, the takeoff.
Lima Echo, Lima Bravo traffic. Cessna Foxtrot Golf November Papa Echo. Taking off runway 17. Departure to the north. Lima Echo, Lima Bravo traffic.
We are ready to go. Let's set the flaps. So before takeoff, altimeter set. Yeah, we were supposed to check. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check the altitude of the airport, 2584, and our current altitude is 2500. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna adjust it. Yeah, it's 2580. Okay, we have now altitude set properly. There's no hélice at this airport, unfortunately. Fuel boost switch, let's make sure it's a norm. There it is, norm. Fuel tank selector is both on, we checked that already. The fuel tanks are full. Fuel shut-off knob fully on, yeah. Standby alternate power, that we need to turn that on. Standby, it's already on. Okay. We're already on the runway here, so we're rolling. Ice protector, we could set the pilot. There we go. Let's put pilot heat, just in case. Avionics and radar set for departure, that's done already. Nav source, okay. Transponders, strobe lights, yes, let's turn on the strobe lights. And no messages on the PFD, good. Wings flap set for takeoff, yes. The trim is set for takeoff as well, yeah. And high idle. There we go. We are now ready for departure. We will rotate around 70 to 75. Make sure we don't exceed the torque and ITT for the engine. It's a fairly short runway. And 70. There we go. Airborne. Let's put the flaps up. Oh, there's a way to turn off that light, that flashlight here. It's kind of annoying. There might be a way. Let me know in the comments if you know it. I might actually check quickly if I find it easily. Search, and we're gonna tap flash lights, toggle flashlights, Alt F. Okay, so let's turn on that flashlight. Alt F, that didn't do anything. Alt F, nope. Yeah, no, that's not working in VR, apparently. All right, and we're gonna climb. To 6,000 feet, and looking forward to the SU4. I heard SU4 dramatically improves the night lighting. Right now we have the unimproved SU3. Okay. And one thing I can do is ask for IFR following with SayIntentions. To do that, let's make sure that I'm on center frequency. Ground is CTAF. Alright, center is 132.075. So I'm gonna set that 132.075. The one thing that is annoying with DLSS is that the numbers, when they move quickly, become very blurry. There we go. almost at 6,000 feet. And let's get our list of nearest airports here so that so if we can do that with my traffic map. Nope. We want nearest. Alright. So we are 20 miles south of Lima Echo Sierra Tango Nest. And we are at 6,000 feet now, so we are going to maintain our present altitude, and I'm actually gonna put the autopilot at this point. So autopilot on nav and altitude, and let's turn it on. There it is. It's a little high, so I'm actually gonna reduce the altitude a little bit at the autopilot. Let's see, we want it to be at 6,000 exactly. So let's descend to 6,000. Let's not go too fast here. Don't want to exceed the there we go. Okay, and I can reduce the RPM to be at about 1600. Man, that headlamp is really annoying. I really need to find how to turn it off another way. It's gotta be another way. So this Alt F didn't work. Let's try to find another way here. What about with the controller here? Is there a button for the flashlight? Flashlight. No. I'm gonna set a button on my let's see. Could set a button on my Warthog. Let's see. Something that's not used, hopefully. It's not, well. How about this button? Is that used for something? Alright. There, that worked. Thank you. On, off. It's very... There we go. Nice. Now we can finally see things a little better. So we want about 1600 RPM. According to this cruise altitude, yeah, 16 to 1900 RPM. Okay, ITT exceeding 760 is not good. That's fine. Actually, exceeding 740 is not good. We have at 737, so yeah, let's put it at 715 to be safe. Alright. Okay, so now that we are in the air with our flashlight off and everything is looking good, we are gonna ask the ATC for IMR. And our destination is, so let's look at our flight plan here. EGVP. Okay, this is another bug that's really annoying me right now, and I'm gonna try to fix it as well. So this has something to do with the way I set my avionics. in this ignition switch panel that I have. And let's look at the assign things here. Yeah, so I know that's those things are not working properly. Avionics master on and off, and there's a different way to set that up, so I'm gonna clear that one then. How do I clear that? Lamb. Okay. Okay, scan cancel, so let's see if I can delete. That is. There we go, delete assign control. Go back. It's still showing up. Delete assign control. Go back. I'm gonna assume that this is gonna work once assign, very good, and
at our 12 o'clock, just 2 kilometers away, we have the municipal Arzua Park. This charming park is a favorite among locals for leisurely strolls and picnics. It's a green oasis in the heart of Arzua, offering a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of daily life. The park is known for its beautiful landscapes and is a great spot for birdwatching, so keep your eyes peeled for any feathered friends flying by. It's a perfect example of how nature and urban life can coexist harmoniously. If you squint, you might even see a local enjoying a siesta under a tree. Just don't expect them to wave back. They're probably dreaming of their next tapas meal.
why is this screen not working? This is ridiculous. Oh, and then of course the autopilot turned off because this is the kind of bug that drives me crazy. So, okay, so autopilot is back on. Let's try something else here. Let's see if it has to do with something to do with the bus. Avionics bus to alternate bus. Okay, so this is decrease, increase, turn off, turn on. Okay, that's the one. Okay, so we're gonna set that one to, let's see, we're gonna set that one to this. Okay. Turn off. on. No, I want 25. This is infuriating. I'm gonna have to manually set that, I think. 25 is what I want. 4. And the same thing with the set 2. So we want the set. This is ridiculous. Turn off. So I'm not sure which one is on, which one is off actually, but oh, that controls that. And that should control that, but it doesn't. I think I give up. Twenty-four, 25, 26, 27. That's should be good. Set avionics. Set avionics bus 2 to power distribution line. Ah. To power bus distribution line. That's not the same thing. Alternate. We don't want alternate, we want power. That's why it's not working. Okay. There is hope. So let's okay, so let's go back to, so we're gonna actually have to clear that one. It's not the kind of stuff that I would want to be doing here. I would rather fly the plane, but welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Oh. Alright. So we don't want the alternate, we want the power distribution or avionics. You would think avionics. Yes, it should be avionics, so I don't even know why power is the one that worked. So this is decrease, this is increase, this is turn off, so turn off should be this guy. Of course it's not working. Ah, that worked. Bus 2, that's not. I think this is more like it. Oh, we're about to fly over the Atlantic Ocean here. And then it's going to be Atlantic Ocean for a long, long time. Okay, so let's do the power one. Let's see if that works. Okay, so turn off is going to be 24, okay. And set is this one. Nope.
At our 3 o'clock, just 2 kilometers away, we have the Camino Natural Ruta del Cantabrico. This scenic route is a paradise for mountain bikers and nature enthusiasts alike. It stretches along the northern coast of Spain, offering breathtaking views of the Cantabrian Sea. The trail is dotted with lush greenery and rugged cliffs, making it a thrilling ride for those who love a bit of adventure. Historically, this area has been a vital part of maritime trade routes, and you can almost imagine ancient ships navigating these waters. So, if you see a mountain biker down there, give them a wave. They're probably having the ride of their life.
Okay, so let's see if that works now. So Avionics 2 works. I need to kill my autopilots. Possible to turn it on back now. Come on. Set them both to 25. I want to see if that makes a difference. There we go. Now they're both set to 25, so actually I'm gonna remove that one. It's on. Okay, so my autopilot should be working again. But that bloody screen is not working. Alright, so let's turn the autopilot on again. There you go. And you can see that the day is coming. Let's look outside a little bit. Flying over the ocean, everywhere is ocean, and then back there is Spain, Portugal. And Orion. And Orion's belt right here. Betelgeuse. And the moon. I like how the stars, even the stars are represented accurately in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is it's quite lovely. This is Sirius B, brightest star in the sky. Alright, so I was hoping that this screen would come up back on its own, but it's not looking like it. And yeah, I guess I could look at realizing that I'm really close to the critical speed over there. I mean, I guess I could look at the co-pilot screen. Very convenient. That is operational, I don't think. But this is a bug that I've encountered before, so light. Just making sure there's nothing turned off here by accident. Doesn't look like it. Just decided not to work. Generator, it's not gonna do anything. Alright, well, I think it's time to skip to the descent, because alright, to skip to descent, we press this button. I mean, there we are. Long press of that button. Let's see if it works.
Cessna, November Papa Echo. Reset transponder. Squawk 1200.
Squawk 1200, 974 Tango Alpha.
Cessna November Papa Echo, your transponder appears inoperative or
Skyhawk
malfunctioning.
974 Tango Alpha.
Reset
Wallet
squawk
approach.
1200.
Say again your request. Skyhawk 974 Alpha.
Cessna November Papa Echo, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 1200.
Okay, let's do 12000. And it's in standby, so there it is. Okay, so we are we're trying to fly to EGDM, which is where? EGVP.
At our 2 o'clock, just 2 kilometers away, we have the Edmiston Bridge. This quaint bridge is a charming piece of local infrastructure, serving as a bus stop for those traveling through the picturesque village of Edmiston. While it might not be as grand as the Golden Gate, it's a vital part of the community, connecting residents and visitors alike. The bridge is surrounded by lush greenery, making it a serene spot for a quick rest or a leisurely walk. It's a reminder of the simpler joys of rural life, where the pace is slower and the scenery is always inviting. So if you squint, you might see a local waiting for the bus, perhaps dreaming of their next adventure in the nearby city of Salisbury.
35.48 for CETA frequency. So, because I would like to announce my position. 135.48. There it is. It's not knowing about it. So I think this is the airport right here. Yep, runway 35, so altitude of the airport is what? I'm gonna fly overhead and enter left downwind. Altitude is 294, so we are way high. Oh, and this came back. Hallelujah! I just realized. There's a little bit of cloud here, so 300 feet. So we are gonna descend to 1,300 feet at an altitude. Yeah, that's it. Runway 35, that makes no sense. Didn't look like. Ah, EGVP, that's the wrong airport. Okay. I was overflying the wrong airport. There's two airports very close to each other. That is what's confusing about that. Okay. EGVP, where I'm going is tower. What up, tower? I'm tuning to 118.605, but it's not giving me anything interesting in here. So we're gonna overfly runway 35. We're gonna enter a left downwind runway 35. That's what we're gonna do. Land on runway. There's no communication with ATC. Well, let's just What Up Tower, Skyhawk 974 Tango Alpha is 5 miles west, inbound, with information Zulu. Let's see if that works.
Skyhawk 974 Tango Alpha, Wall Up Tower, report airfield in sight.
Let's go to at least 2,000 feet. And we can put full propeller forward. And I just realized I had my flaps on the whole flight. Wow. Well, this is why it's good to fly in a simulator. And not in real life. I mean, yeah, as much as possible so that we don't make those mistakes in real life. I have the airfield in sight. 974 Tango Alpha. Actually, don't have it in sight, but...
Skyhawk 4 Tango Alpha, wind 07014, runway 04, cleared to land.
Runway 04. What Up Tower requesting runway 35, 974 Tango Alpha.
Skyhawk 4 Tango Alpha, say again.
What Up Tower, 974 Tango Alpha requesting runway 35.
Skyhawk 4 Tango Alpha, runway 35, cleared to land.
Runway 35 clear to land for Tango Alpha. So where is that airport? I still don't see it. It should be right next to me right here. Can't be that small tiny thing right here, can it? This is the smallest airfield I've ever seen in my life. This can't be. 2 and 3-4.
Charlie, whiskey, ready to taxi. Golf Zulu Charlie, whiskey, runway 22 taxi via Foxtrot, Delta Charlie Bravo.
This is definitely a bug. There's no way that there is such a small airport.
Delta Charlie Bravo, Golf Zulu Charlie, whiskey.
And this is runway 35, like such.
500.
Wow, there's definitely some bug going on here. So runway 35 is behind me, so this is this grass airport.
Stall. 500.
What Up Tower 974 Tango Alpha, are you a grass airfield?
Skyhawk 4 Tango Alpha negative, we are not a grass airfield.
No, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just... that one is not working either. So I am basically very confused. We're gonna use the since my avionics are absolutely not cooperating here for whatever reason. Don't want to send it to EGVP. There it is. Finally. Alright. Let's slow down. And we are just going to
Runway 22 taxi via Delta. Charlie Bravo Golf Quebec Oscar Lima Mike.
land in the grass if we must. That is nonsense. Graphics are great. But everything else is absolutely not working in this sim. Some days everything works fine and it's wonderful, but so, where are you, airports? Ah, I think that's it. This is a grassy field, I recognize it. So, we are going to land on that grassy airfield. It's probably going to complain in 55 languages that I'm that looks like a runway to me. Yeah, this is a bumpy runway for shizzle.
Skyhawk 4 Tango Alpha, welcome to Wallop. Taxi to parking at your discretion. Monitor this frequency.
Taxi to parking, my discretion, monitor this frequency. Thank you for Tango Alpha. Alright, well, here we go. We landed in the airport that had no runway. Actually, has not happened to me that often in career mode. It's maybe the second time this happened. suppose I could have tried running, landing in that extremely small field over there. For kicks and giggles. If I can find it. Oh, this one. Oh boy, too fast here. And there's an airplane on my taxi spot, on my parking spot. Now, if this makes me crash, I will not be happy. Wow, this is showcasing all the wonderful things of career mode here.
Glad we've arrived.
Me too. Alright, shutdown procedure. I think we just cut off this guy and then we turn off the switches, and that's gonna make it. There we go. Wow, I am getting an A in spite of all this nonsense. And now let's see how much is the payout is with skipping most of the flights. I'd be curious. Not bad. Not bad at all. 451. That's and this will count towards my goal of getting all the specializations here, because I needed medium with A or above. So yeah, I'm 2. My second flight with A. Wonderful. All right. Well, that was the flight today. It was obviously a showcase of all the bugs of carrier mode in full display, and there was definitely more about managing the simulator than managing the actual flight, but it is what it is, and you know, someday Microsoft Flight Simulator will finally get it right. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.